Imagine a world where your television isn't just a screen, it's a mind reader, tuning into your emotions to serve up the ideal binge-worthy escape, while effortlessly commanding every gadget in your house, all orchestrated from that unassuming little powerhouse tucked beneath your display. Sounds like something out of a sci-fi novel, right? But Apple is inching us toward that very tomorrow, faster than you might think. The upcoming Apple TV 4K isn't merely another gadget refresh. It's Apple's daring leap into crafting the savvy, interconnected haven we've all dreamed of. And as we roll into 2025, this could be the turning point that reshapes how we unwind, game, and link up our lives. What about you? Could you see yourself ditching the remote for a TV that just gets you? Drop a comment below and let me know your take. For so long, the Apple TV has been that dependable sidekick, humming along in the shadows while iPhones and MacBooks hog the headlines. Owners swear by its silky operation, that unmistakable Apple polish that makes every session feel effortless and elite. Yet, it's flown under the radar, almost like the unsung hero of the lineup. Meanwhile, Apple's other stars have surged ahead with groundbreaking processors, sleek redesigns, and trailblazing tricks up their sleeves, leaving the Apple TV in a bit of a time warp. But hold on, because the winds are shifting. Apple appears poised to elevate this little box into the beating heart of your tech universe, a versatile nexus for stories, adventures, and even a dash of artificial smarts. Deep down, we've all sensed it. The Apple TV was overdue for its moment in the sun. The existing model hums on the A15 Bionic chip. A beast in its prime, sure, but now it's starting to creak under the weight of time. Apple has galloped forward to its A19 series silicon in top-tier gear, leaving this one 4-step behind. As the family of devices swells with iPhones, iPads, Macs, and the Wild Vision Pro, all buzzing with cutting-edge chips and AI wizardry, the Apple TV starts to feel like the outlier holding back the pack. Sure, tvOS 16 and 17 sprinkled in sharper home orchestration and elevated play sessions, but the guts underneath just can't keep pace. Apple? They don't do half measures. When they commit to an evolution, it's all in, which is why the buzz from insiders points to this next-gen Apple TV 4K as a game-changer, a seismic shift that morphs a humble streamer into the sharp-minded nerve center of your domain. The mission? Elevate beyond passive viewing to weave the Apple TV into the fabric of your entertainment and smart living tapestry. So, when do we get to unwrap this gem? Apple's rollout dance is as predictable as the seasons. iPhone fanfare lights up September, iPads and Macs strut in October, and holiday whispers often sneak in toward year's end. Whispers from the nose suggest a 2025 Apple TV 4K might grace us in that autumn glow, October or November, perhaps unveiled beside the fresh M5 iPad Pro and revamped Macs. Or, true to form, they could pull a stealth move, slipping it online with an understated announcement, much like the iPad Mini's low-key debut. Picture this. One crisp morning in late 2025, you fire up Apple.com and bam, it's there, prime for your cart. If they're chasing that festive frenzy, December could be the sweet spot, just in time to top wish lists. A minor delay? No sweat. Early 2026 keeps the door open. Apple's 2025 slate is packed tighter than a blockbuster plot twist, and they'll only greenlight it when every thread sings perfection. That's the Apple way, after all. Now, the dollars and cents. Today's Apple TV 4K clocks in at $129 for the Wi-Fi edition and $149 if you crave that Ethernet edge, pricier than Roku or Fire TV rivals. But devotees gladly trade for flawless flow, ironclad privacy, and buttery integration. The grapevine hints at sticking near those figures to lure more folks in the fold, though ambitious leaps like the A17 Pro chip Wi-Fi 7 prowess and AI flair could nudge it up to $179 or $199 for top-shelf trims. And get this, don't be surprised by a duo of flavors, a straightforward base with the A17 Pro for masses, and a Pro-tier beast packing extra storage, gamer tweaks, or even embedded sensors to supercharge home automation. Classic Apple strategy, one entry point for all, one pinnacle for the purists. Whatever the tag, it'll earn every penny through blistering speed, refined lines, and that effortless harmony with your Apple arsenal. At the epicenter of this revolution, the A17 Pro chip, The same dynamo fueling the iPhone 15 Pro and the 2024 iPad mini glow-up. Forged on TSMC's next-level 3nm process for unmatched thrift and graphical grit. This isn't incremental. It's a powerhouse in palm-sized form, rivaling full consoles. Envision firing up Resident Evil 4's chilling remake, No Man's Sky's Vast Frontiers, or Death Stranding's haunting trek right on your big screen. No extra hardware required. Fluid frames, lightning loads, and jaw-dropping 4K glory, all baked in. Toss and Bluetooth gamepads, Whisper Quiet Wi-Fi 7, and Metal FX's upscale sorcery, and your couch becomes a stealthy, sippable gaming den. This jolt could reignite Apple Arcade. 2. Long a playground for casual fun, but now, with a 17 Pro muscle, it might lure the diehards, squaring off against Xbox Cloud or PS Now. Seamlessly shift a Quest from iPhone to TV. Progress intact, all in Apple's velvet embrace. But the A17 Pro's magic extends far beyond pixels and polygons. It's a spark for Apple intelligence, that sweeping wave of on-device smarts rippling across the empire. With its 16-core neural engine churning billions of ops per tick, it's primed for local AI wizardry. No cloud crutch needed. Picture ditching cookie-cutter suggestions for something soul deep. The system learns your rhythms, your vibes from the clock and clicks, crafting playlists that hit home, serene tales for midnight slumps, pulse-pounding marathons for adrenaline weekends. Chat like a confidant. Swap hunt for flick Y, with pull up every golden hour shot from that romance, and it delivers in flash. Or probe, where did Ted reunite with his buddy last? Straight to the scene, no fuss. That's the intuitive edge Apple intelligence weaves in. And the ripple? Your Apple TV is a sage overseer of your smart realm, via Apple Home and Matter's open arms. Utter cinema mode, and lights hush, shades draw, climate cuddles just right. Credits roll and harmony restores. This box won't merely play. It'll conduct your world symphony. Fueling that harmony is the N1 connectivity chip, Apple's fresh wireless vanguard. Wi-Fi 7 slashes lag, swells throughput, and steady streams amid gadget swarms. Goodbye, eternal buffers mid-cliffhanger. Bluetooth 6 sharpens controller zips and accessory bonds, from cans to keys. Thread and matter weave in cross-brand bliss. Crowning the Apple TV as the impartial home maestro. Philips lamps, Google Nest, Amazon Echoes, all in sync under Apple's watchful, whisper-secure gaze. Data stays yours. Process in-house for that fortress of privacy. This isn't a streamer anymore. It's your domain's quiet conductor. Design-wise, Apple's minimalist ethos in green gospel shine eternal, and the 2025 edition upholds the creed. Swap the matte black shell for a reborn recycled polymer, carbon zero perhaps, or a whisper-soft aluminum etch echoing MacBooks and iPhones. Luxe, tactile, timeless. A metal frame? It'd whisk away heat from that A17 Pro fire, emerging a tad weightier yet tougher, chillier in operation and vibe. Apple's 2030 carbon-neutral vow looms large, folding these fabrics and nudges them nearer, so you're not just scoring tech, you're backing a planet-friendlier tomorrow. Still pint-size and poise, but with that crisp, contemporary Apple allure. On the sight and sound front, Apple cranks the dial once more. Fans have clamored for HDMI pass-through, and 2025 might answer the call with HDMI 2.1 or 2.2, unleashing silkier frames, richer HDR handshakes for elite displays. Layer and Dolby Vision's glow and Atmos's enveloping roar, and home rivals the multiplex. Hues that leap, audio that engulfs. Fancy AI-tuned visuals? Whip out your iPhone's lens for auto-finesse brightness and balance, or let it scan frames live. Deepening noir shadows, popping sporty vibrance. Effortless elevation, every glance a masterpiece. Pulling back, you glimpse Apple's grand tapestry. No lone streamer, but the bedrock for tomorrow's woven wonders. Their creed? Fade the tech, spotlight the joy. The 2025 Apple TV embodies it. A seamless span from iPhone to Mac, iPad to HomePod, Vision Pro in tow. Kick off a flick on the tube, slip into Vision Pro for 3D immersion, or wander off with your watch pausing on cue. This is Apple's alchemy. Devices in dialogue. The TV is your heart's hushed harmonizer. Strip it down, and the 2025 Apple TV pulses with pure experience, transmuting couch potato rituals into bespoke, brainy ballets. Apple's playbook sees the everyday, sculpted sublime. The iPod didn't invent tunes, but it rewrote the rhythm. The iPhone didn't birth calls, but it reborn connection. Now, this TV trailblazer could recast home havens as we know them. Is the fervor justified? Absolutely and beyond. Apple's staking more than specs or spend. It's scripting our dance with a digital dawn. If leaks land true, the 2025 Apple TV 4K might eclipse recent launches in sheer spark. Swifter, savvier, primed as your home's true anchor. Victory rides on fair fares and flawless follow-through. Nail accessible entry with AI that delights, and it's a smash. Even at a premium, loyalists bank on enduring trust, shielded secrets, and peak prowess. Gap's rivals still fumble. Ultimately, this is an evolution. It's declaration. Apple signals readiness to infuse smarts into every nook beyond pockets to hearths. It's a link from cherished gear to AI's horizon. And if they nail it, we'll toast this as a dawn when lounges woke wise. So what's your verdict? Will the 2025 Apple TV 4K claim the throne as ultimate entertainment oracle, or is Apple reaching for stars too far? No matter. It's brewing as one of their most mesmerizing makes. The A17 Pro's thunder, intelligence's enchantment, device duet's grace, all heralding a TV reborn. If this peek into Apple's horizon hooked you, stick around for the sequels. Love the lens? Subscribe, spread the spark, and ring that bell for fresh dispatches on tomorrow's triumphs. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.